Oh my gosh, it's finally time. I know I said I would post this in like January or February, and it's currently almost June, but we're not going to talk about that. Just think about this awesome ass intro and think about these awesome ass designs that we're going to get into in like right now. But yeah, let's start with the designs. I'm so excited. To start out, I wanted to just do their basic body types and do the first thing that came to mind. I'm very bad about like thumbnailing and idea generating, so I just like I kind of stick with my first design besides for Pepper. We will get to Pepper, okay? But anyways, if you guys have not seen Horseland, it is awesome. Not really, but it's really fun, and all of it is on YouTube. And I was a huge Horseland kid, and I'm having a horse phase right now, if you can't tell. I'm very excited. Anyways, so I just got out the basic bodies, and then I wanted to adjust the height. Eventually, their heights change because of how I drew them. Their heads would not like match up in the same size, so their proportions were off. But originally, Calypso was supposed to be the shortest, but then I changed it. I added some hair. Aztec was supposed to be 5'8". I think he still is 5'8". And then I tried on some clothes for them and did some colors. I don't think these are the actual colors I went with, but I don't know. We'll see. Then, to get more specific, I wanted to do their faces. I love Scarlet's face. Her face does like not change at all. I draw her all the time. She is so fun. I also love Button. I don't draw her a lot, but I love her face, and I think she's gorgeous, and I love her so much. Calypso's face is so, oh my gosh, she's that bitch. Oh my god, she's so good. Oh my god. And then, little adjustments. And then it was Aztec, and I was struggling with Aztec a little bit. I didn't like this first design. And then I restarted, and everything changed. He took over my life. I really did not want to post anything about this before I posted this video, but I could not help myself, and I put something on Twitter about him. Chile was based off of Lestat from the like show Vampire Diaries. So I just knew he was a twink, and that's all I got. And then Pepper's face, PMO. Oh my gosh, she made me so angry, but I had my roomies to help me. And then Jimber, I saw the vision. You don't see it right now, but you will get the vision. I swore. Then I adjusted it a little bit more, wrote their names, and then I colored them into their first colors. I will get into Button's hair. It was so frustrating, but I like it in the end. She is probably like my second or third favorite, maybe fourth, but I don't even know. I just love them. I love them so much. But anyways, we're gonna get into Scarlet's design first. After those designs, I did not touch it until early May. But we came back with a banger. I just had to make myself like digital art again, which wasn't that hard. I just was being weird about it. But I drew Scarlet. I didn't really have a plan going in. Like, I knew her design, obviously, but I didn't have a plan on how I wanted to organize like the character sheet. But I love how I did it on hers. It's a little difficult on everybody else's, but I still think they look interesting and cool. So background, Scarlet was my favorite as a kid because I also had a black horse, so I was like, oh my gosh, twin. Scarlet and Sarah were goats. Scarlet is Sarah's horse. She's the main character, basically. I didn't realize also while rewatching it that every character is so annoying. Like, not every horse, I love the horses, but like every like human character, I think Sarah's okay and like Will is fine, but everyone else, oh my god, I hated them. They were so annoying. I don't know how I kept up with it. Anyways, so I love Scarlet and I love Sarah, but I love Scarlet. Oh my god, I think her design is so cool. I think her nose is so interesting. I think her eyes are so interesting. I think her mouth shape and how small it is so, oh my gosh. For all the horses, I ended up making like a Pinterest board of them. So for her, I don't know anything about fashion, so let it play or live. But like, I wanted her to have like kind of a rich bitch aesthetic because she is a rich bitch, but like comfy and kind of like she's very nervous and unsure of herself. She's very sweet, but she's unsure of herself, but she's confident in other people, which I think is cool. I don't know what else to say about her. I think she's so cool. Also, her tail, I'll put a picture of Scarlet on the screen. Her tail, it has like this like weird protruding bend in it, and I didn't know how I wanted to put that into her design. So I think I would typically put her in a high ponytail to like mimic the like arch of her tail. But I think she has like some sort of scoliosis, I've decided. Why not? And like her, like kind of like pick me girl, just her ass is just always out, and like let a girl live. Also, for all the characters' age, I don't know, I want to say like early, like late college, mid-20s, early 30s, I don't know, something. Their age is like mid-20s, we'll just say that. I'm saying this now because when we get to Aztec and Jimber, oh no, I need to prove that they are adults, okay? Anyways, for the drawings, I ended up doing 2 like fun drawings, a full body, and then like a close-up of their face. The 2 fun drawings, one of them is going to be a side profile. It's for every character because I love looking at character side profiles. But I really wish I put her in like a tighter like tank top or something that we could see, because she has a little tummy punch and I think it's so cute. Oh my god, I think she's so adorable. Also, my first renditions of these designs are so unsaturated. I saturate them more. I have a really big problem with desaturating all of my colors. See, like this is so boring, but I swear it gets pretty and cool, and she gets bright and fun and cheery, and she's literally still my favorite. I don't give a fart. I love her so much. She also kind of reminds me of Shadow because of her highlights in her hair. I think she's so cool. Also, her height, she's like 6 foot, yeah, almost 6'4". I think I want to get into it with Chile, but her height and her long hair is something Chile fucking hates. In the first episode, like, don't judge a girl by her limousine or whatever, like Pepper and Chili try to become friends with her because she's a purebred and she's a rich bitch, and then they're like, what the hell, she's nice to other horses? That's lame as hell. Like I think innately Chili had anger or jealousy about her looks, like specifically her hair and her height, and we'll get into that because I think it's so funny. Oh my god. I also not really projecting, but I think it's fun. I decided to make her trans because fuck it, why not? She is. And I think she's so cute. Oh my god, I love Scarlet. I love Scarlet so much. I'm so excited. But Button is next, and she is so cutie patootie. Oh my gosh. And she gets all bright. She gets bright pretty soon here. I swear. But look at how cute she is. Oh my god.
They are sore. I love Sarah's perseverance, but new stuff like this takes time. You have to be patient. You can't just learn it overnight.
Okay, I'm so excited for Button. I think her design is so cutie patootie. But when we get to coloring, her hair, do not talk to me about it. Oh my gosh, it was so frustrating. Her owner is Alma, and I remember so distinctly as a kid, Alma being one of my favorites and Button being one of my favorites. Tell me why they barely get any episodes, any screen time, any voice lines. Trying to figure out a voice line to put with Button was so difficult. And like on the point of me liking them, I think I just liked Button and Alma because I thought they were pretty, and I thought they were like I knew that Molly and Calypso were basically best friends, like they're best friends with Button and Alma, but like I thought Sarah and Alma were like super close along with Calypso. No, dude, Aztec is a huge character. Like, I didn't realize how big of a character Aztec was. I think I just didn't like him as a kid, and I didn't like Bailey as a kid. So, like, it's just crazy watching it back. But Chili and Pepper get the most screen time. I swore. I need to stop saying that. It's so annoying. But they do, and I'm not even gonna lie, I have so much fun with that. I love them so much. I think they're so funny. Button is Mexican along with Alma. I think she's Mexican American. But I originally didn't have like a super clear idea on what I wanted her like skin tone to be, and like her hair. I know I keep mentioning her hair, but you will see, oh my gosh. But I knew I wanted to do at least one of the horses with patterns to have vitiligo, and I was going between Calypso, Button, and Pepper, but I ruled out Calypso pretty fast. But I gave Pepper something else. But I love how she turned out, and I love the contrast between her like lack of melanin and then like she has like very dark skin, and I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I think she's so cute. Her hair, I know I keep mentioning the hair. Her hair is so fun to draw, but coloring it, don't talk to me. I also totally thought that she was kind of like not ditzy, because Alma's super smart and that's like her whole thing is being super intelligent and reading books and shit like that. But like, I don't know, I thought she was like, Button was kind of like, you know, she's just fun, she likes to horse around. You get the joke? Anyways. But like, she literally has no character, and so I made her like super cutesy, because we're gonna catch up to the lack of the character, because every episode that is focused on Button is focused on Alma 1,000 times more, and it is so annoying. Anyways, for her clothes, I imagined her in like kind of a boho-y style. I put a question mark next to that, yeah. But I don't know, it kind of fit her to me, but I don't know. I think my very first design of her body type was what I pictured it more as, and I think because I popped out her hips slightly on her full body, it's difficult to see that she has a boxier figure and doesn't have like protruding hips and stuff, and I wish I changed it just a little bit, but I still think she's cutie patootie. Oh my gosh, I love her so much. I think her eyes are so like captivating, and I love how they look. Also, when looking at all of the horses' eyes, most of them were either brown or blue, and I was like, we're switching that up, and I'm making some of them black because I love doing black eyes. That's my thing. So I gave her black eyes. Scarlet still had blue eyes, but yeah. Also, quick side note, the in the corner with all like my ads, which you should totally follow or something. What? I have the brush I was using for basically everything. It's in the Jing J-I-N-G Jing Sketch Basics Procreate brush pack. If you just look it up, you can download it. It's completely free. I use this brush like no other. I worship this brush. Anyways, we're moving on to the hair. I wanted to do that like the underlayer green, and then I was like, no, I don't like that. I don't like it at all. And then I did like an ombre from her like dark brown hair to this like green, and I didn't like that either. So I end up changing it to like her dark brown hair goes into this like, I don't want to like, it kind of sounds bad, but like this musty yellow, like kind of like she bleached it, she got highlights, and then forgot about it, and like, girl, go ahead. Me too. But I think that's so cute. But I really didn't want to add the underneath like color, or like, I don't know what it is. Anyways, I didn't want to add the underneath color because I thought mixing that with her skin being two different tones would be a little confusing, and like her face wouldn't stand out as much. So I did it anyways because my roommate convinced me. But doing her vitiligo was really fun. I kind of messed it up on the full body. Her full body has it like in a different placement than every other place, but don't notice it, don't look at it. But I think she's absolutely adorable, and I can't wait to draw more of her. And by the way, little spoiler for Calypso, her and Calypso are dating, because I always thought they were as a kid, because hell yeah. And I've made it official because I own Horseland now. Just saying. Why? Who said that? Ladies.
Lied? Zoe didn't lie. She misunderstood. You can have all the papers in the world, and it's not gonna make you a better jumper.
Now onto Calypso. I was really, really, really happy with how I drew her face in the first rendition of them. I don't like it as much in this one, but I think she still is serving a little bit of cunt. My original design for her, I had no idea what I wanted to do. with her body type. I didn't quite know how I wanted to handle it. You probably could see it in the sketch that I imported from just like a random drawing. I was trying to figure out like outfits and body types. I eventually settled on a like kind of a swimmer body type. I just wanted her to be more muscular, and have like a larger upper body, but not like, you know, overwhelming. So I wouldn't call it like a full swimmer. I don't know. I just wanted to make her muscular, which I think is so fun. The reason I went with that is in one of the episodes, it calls out that she's like really slow at running, and I was like, well, maybe she's good at swimming. I don't know. That was my thought process. Calypso is owned by Molly. I'm gonna save my opinions on them. Actually, no, I won't. I don't really like Molly. Molly really PMO. She pisses me off so much. I really can't stand her. And Calypso's fine. I think she can be interesting, but I think she takes up a lot of screen time that I would prefer for Scarlet or Jimber or Button. But you know, I think I hated her hair as a kid because I hated magenta, but I understand it now. And I think it's really cute. Originally for her hair, I wanted to do really long, straight hair that's white and has like pink highlights. And then I was like, that's way too similar to Scarlet. And so I was looking at black hairstyles, and I found lemonade braids, and I think it kind of works with how the hair, like her horse's hair, like kind of flips over. But I looked up how lemonade braids like came about. I know they're like controversial for some reason. I think people just think they're fuggo, but I think they're cool. I think if it were to be actual lemonade braids, they would need to start out smaller and then go to their actual size. So I'm not 100% sure if they are lemonade braids. Let me know in the comments. I don't know. For her outfits, I looked up early 2000s because I believe Horseland came out in 2006, but you can correct me. Early 2000s Jamaican clothes for women, and because she has a Jamaican accent. And I kind of took it, kind of not. I don't know. I kind of just went with like the basic 2000s Y2K kind of style that everybody's super into right now, because I'm super into it as well. Let a player live. I also, while scrounging on Pinterest, I found a heart-shaped belt buckle, and I tried to implement all of the horses, little like icons or their symbols in their designs. For Scarlet, I believe it's a crown. I didn't do anything with that because I didn't want to. I was lazy. And then for Button, it's a little clover, so I put it on her necklace, on her full body design. And then for her, I try to do like more heart-shaped just patterns around, or not patterns, shapes throughout the whole design. So we got the heart-shaped belt buckle. The way I draw braids is kind of in a heart shape, and then her full body like shirt is in a shape of a heart, like not the transparent part, but it's in the shape of a heart. Also, that shirt is so cute. I think it's so, I love it so much. I'm not exactly sure if the height is correct right now, but I believe it is. Originally, she was going to be the shortest, and then I put all, every time I finished like the outline, I would put all the horses next to each other, like all the characters next to each other, and see how they would line up. And her head was way too small, and I was like, well, I guess we'll just make her bigger. So, you know, but I think she's so cute. I also, on her jeans, the back of it, like on the upper part, and also like more so on her back legs, I made it like bleached to represent her like pattern on the back of her ass. I don't know. She has like a spotted pattern, or I don't know, I guess it painted. I don't know what it is, but I think it's so cute, and I was like, wow, I ate with that. When I was doing all of the designs, I did all of the line art for them in, I think, maybe 3 days. I was so locked in. The coloring, however, took me like 2 or 3 weeks, because I was just like, I don't know, coloring is just so unfun to me, especially on digital. I mean, I think I have more freedom on digital, which is something I really enjoy, but Oh my god, I was just like, so I did Scarlet and I was like, I have to do 5 more. I did not want to do it, but I persevered and I'm very happy. But she was the point where I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. And I think it's because that magenta color that I was talking about earlier, I really just hated it. I just did not like it at all. I know you were seeing my little drawing character in the corner and you're like, no, that's a lie, bro. I just have like this thing where I kind of hate like purple based pinks. I also just hate purple, if you know me. So I think that was making it difficult, and at this point I hadn't added any saturation to any of them yet, so her design just stuck out like a sore thumb because it was so saturated compared to Button and Scarlet's. But I ended up, you know, saturating them and giving them life, so they're back and they're normal and they're so cutie patootie. Take a shot for every time I say cutie patootie or I swear. I think see you in heaven, like, you know what I mean. Anyways, so that's her full design. I'm so happy with it, and here's a little voice clip.
This feed is extra tasty today. Or could it be I'm just in a fantastic mood after that ride?
Guys, it is time. I'm acting this way because of the sketch, but I don't particularly like the finished product, but I need him. I think he's so cool. Aztec is annoying as hell. His voice is so annoying. Speaking of voices, Bailey's voice actor changed like mid-season and it's really odd. Anyways, speaking of Bailey too, Bailey owns Aztec, and what is there to say? ladies, oh my, I'm trying to do my work type shit. Also, I like would totally describe him as hot-headed because he's so emotional, but on his fucking wiki page it says he's nonchalant, and you're gonna tell me you're not gonna fucking put that on his character sheet? That's funny as hell. I love his full body pose so incredibly much. I feel like it has so much personality, and I love how his hip and like just pelvis juts out and he's like leaning back. I also made his torso really long. I think you can see me extending it in like the first sketches, but yes, I also for outfit inspiration, okay, well there's a story to this. My Pinterest account got banned midway through, and when I say midway through, I mean when I started doing the liner. So I was so prepped and ready with all their outfits, and I was like, yes, I'm so excited. And then it was gone, and I was like, well, I don't know what to do now. I don't know what to do anymore. When I finished liner, I got my Pinterest back up. So like, bless the Lords, because that was like, what, 7 years of my life in there. But are you cereal right meow? It pissed me off. But anyways, for his outfit inspiration, I looked up like trashy party boy in like early 2000s, or maybe it was like indie sleaze. Hey, ladies, Lauren, if you're watching, name drop. She literally just texted me what the style of it was called, because we went to a party with that style, but I couldn't remember. Anyways, I love him so much. A huge character inspo was Jesse motherfucking Pinkman, and I will stand by that. For his design, I made him native, but like rewatching the show, he's so trashy white boy. There's no way. And like, I'm thinking about it and I was like, I don't know. I feel like it doesn't fit him, but I don't care. I like this design so much. I don't give a fart. I love him so much. I think his hair is so chopped, and I think it's so funny because I know he thinks that shit looks so good. I didn't want to add another just like streaks of the main color, which is blue for him, into his hair. So I decided that he had frosted tips at one point, but grew it out, and added blue beads into it, like, because he thinks it's really cool and awesome. Oh my god, you loser. Also, he's trans. What a fucking shock. I think there's one more trans character coming back. I think I noticed this, like, I think midway through Calypso, but I keep adding chokers to characters. I'm sorry, I just have to. I think it's so fucking fun. So I keep doing it. It's not his necklace really isn't a choker, but it kind of is. His symbol is a lightning bolt, and I didn't add it anywhere. Maybe no, I added it to a shirt. So, ladies, calm down, calm down. This is kind of spoilers for the next character, but I was sitting there and I was like, Aztec and Jimber would be a good couple, and I was thinking about that, and I just think they look aesthetically pleasing together, like in their first renditions. And then I put Aztec next to the next character, and I was like, no, this is them. This is it. This is a moment right here. I know they would absolutely hate each other. They do absolutely hate each other. And the voice lines I picked out for them, they match with each other. Yeah. Oh my god, just say you want to kiss. Oh my god. I also had fingerless gloves, and I think they're really fucking funny. And his boots, I've decided that they're fucking disgusting, but he doesn't have any other pairs of shoes because he's lazy as fuck. So that's what he wears every day. And on to the voice line.
It's not a big deal. If you ask me, Calypso and Molly are the heroes of the day.
Now we're on to Chile. And I know what you're thinking. Chile and Aztec together? Just hear me out. When you put their poses next to each other, it makes me giggle. And I think that's all I need. And they hate each other in this show. So, like, it's basically canon if you think about it. Anyways, Chile is Zoe or Chloe's horse. I don't give a fuck. But I hated Zoe and Chloe as a kid, as any person should. Racist ass bitches. But like, Chile now, Chile as a kid, I don't think I liked because he had purple in his hair. But like, Chile now is fucking hilarious as shit. I'm not even gonna lie, he makes me giggle so much. Sometimes he can be annoying, but like compared to like every human character, not even on the same level. I also want to apologize for the quality of the photos I'm putting up of the horses and their owners, because I feel like it's just getting worse after each character. There's probably a lot of Chile because he's very prominent, and Zoe and Chloe are kind of iconic if you ask me. Not in a good way, for bad shit. But I think hopefully this photo will be better. We'll see. Anyways, for his outfit, I was struggling, and I wanted him to be preppy, and I know he hates Western riding. Like, both him and his owner hate Western riding, right? But I wanted that, like, slightly country flair. So, like, in his main outfit, like, his full body, you can really see it. But on the other ones, it's a little more difficult. To bring back Scarlet, when Scarlet first gets introduced, obviously, Chili and Pepper are like, oh my god, we gotta be friends with her, she's a purebred. And then when she actually shows up, he's like, he doesn't realize it, but he's jealous of her hair because it's like about the same length as his, and he's always been praised for his hair. And she's taller than him. So, which he's the tallest one before she was there. So he gets so pissed that he starts wearing heels every day. I've decided that's canon, by the way, if you even care. Honestly, he was so easy to do, and like, I don't know, I'd love drawing like sassy little Twinkie men, so it was honestly so fun. I don't care. My description of him makes me giggle as well. But like, whatever. I do think it would be funny if he would like constantly like carry around like a little umbrella or a little parasol and be like, no, I can't tan my skin because I have beautiful European porcelain skin. Just being like an asswipe because he's such a piece of shit. I'm sorry, but I love him. I originally didn't want to have every single character have two-toned hair, but then he was the only one that didn't, and I was like, well, odd one's out. Like, I can't do that. But I also think he would be that type of bitch that's like, dyeing your hair is a sign of impurity and that you have no class and blah 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 blah. So I think he would be like that. So I just gave him like highlights. He's like, I don't dye my hair, this is all natural, even though it's ash blonde with highlights. You are the biggest phony ever. I don't give a fart. I think it is funny though. It is pretty difficult to see, but like, neither here nor there. For his like accent color, I decided to go with green because that's the color of his eyes. Every every character with green eyes has these like bright emerald green eyes. I don't like that. I like my puke baby shit green. I love that shit. So I put it on him. And yeah, I don't really think I have anything to say. The values were tripping me out a little bit because he's just so incredibly white and it pisses me off. Like not just his skin, but like every outfit he has, but whatever, it's fine. But that is my chili.
Don't get too carried away, Aztec. If anybody here is gonna win the competition, it'll be me.
Now we're on to the dreaded Pepper. I don't know. I liked Pepper as a kid, but I think it's just because I liked her hair and I thought she was cunty. But obviously I did not like Zoe. That's her owner's name. Chili's owner is Chloe. When I first did these sketches, I was like, I think I need a character with glasses, and I kind of wanted to do like office siren kind of thing. And I was really obsessed with her bangs that I did in the original sketches, but her face was just pissing me off. I wanted her to look cunt and like fierce, but I wanted her to have a round face, and that was tripping me up a lot. And then I was talking to my roommates and I was like, I don't know what to do. I'm tweaking out. She looks so ugly and not like Pepper. And they were like, think about Crazy Rich Asians. And I was like, ooh, I kind of like that movie. So I made her kind of a Crazy Rich Asian. I didn't end up giving her glasses, but because there was so much going on her face, but I don't know. I kind of regret it, but I kind of don't. I think maybe she does need glasses, but she wears contacts because she's like, I'm not a nerd. I've already mentioned this, but her owner is Zoe. I'm just making sure. Zoe, and I don't know. Zoe and Chloe just piss me off. They're kind of iconic, but like they just piss me off so much. I like almost feel bad for Pepper because I feel like she is a sweet character, but she's just like, I don't know. I feel like Chloe and Zoe rubbed off on them too much and, you know, whatever. Also, the close-up of her face is not how I want her to look. I wanted to redo it, but then I got too lazy. But her side profile and the fun drawing up top, I think really give off her aura. I also love her pose of her full body. I think it has so much personality. I was almost gonna do like a laughing one, but I ended up doing that for the fun drawing pose thingy. With her hair, she's kind of giving like housewife, and that's like not the intent, but I think she thinks it looks cunt. You know what I mean? Like she's just like, it's classy, and like you, Scarlet, like all this shit. And I can't talk about Pepper without mentioning this iconic line.
I've got to stop eating so much. No, I've got to stop eating. Period.
I was so close to choosing that as her voice line, and then I was like, no, I can't do that. That's so mean. But I remember watching that episode as a kid and being like, wow, that's really weird. Anyways, I like horses. Like I didn't care about it at all, but like looking back, some of the episodes are fucking wild. And I mentioned this while I was doing Button, I believe. I was originally going to give her a vitiligo, but then I was like, no, I'm going to give that to Button. I ended up giving her rosacea, which because I used to have rosacea on my face as a kid, and I still kind of have it. I personally just don't like rosacea, but like everyone I know kind of adores it. So ladies. Along with Chili, I really did not want to give her two-toned hair, but I just had to. I'm sorry. Like her hair in this color is like fine, like in her like base gray brownie color is fine, but like she needs that extra oomph. So, and I feel like it would still be weird if Chili and Pepper were the only ones that didn't have the two-toned hair. For her clothing, I really tried to do like business preppy, rich office siren kind of thing. You know, I don't know. I don't think I really pulled it off as well as I wanted to. I'm gonna blame it on not having a Pinterest board. Not that I'm bad at clothes or anything. Another note on her clothes, I feel like the way Chile got upset at Scarlet for having longer hair and being taller, I feel like Pepper got upset at her clothing style, and I totally think that Pepper would try and steal Scarlet's clothes all the fucking time, and I think that's really funny. Also, it's so weird, I never give my characters like makeup, or like I don't intend on giving them makeup, but like I had to do a red lip and like some eyeshadow for her, so I was just like, this is just so weird. I don't know, it's so strange to draw. But anyways, that's my Pepper. I hope you like her. I think she turned out better than originally I had drawn her, but yeah.
Isn't it obvious? We're better than they are. We have superior lineage, better pedigrees. We are the best of the best.
Last but certainly not least, we got Jimber. Oh my god. He is so fine. It's, oh my god. I'm looking at these sketches right now. You saw my original sketch and you didn't get the vision. I know you didn't get the vision, but if you look at this right now, if you look at your motherfucking screen, I swear you will get it. I swear. I need to, how many times have I said cutesy patootsy, I swear, also, I don't know. So I keep saying everything over and over and over again. But oh my god. Also, to prove that they are adults, Jimber calls all of the humans kids. So like, they're adults, I'm assuming. And Jimber is older than all of them. So, hey princess, those jugs look a little heavy. Do you need some help? Oh no. Okay, I'll stop. No, I won't. Originally, in my head, I had Aztec and Jimber together, T for T type of shit. But I'm sorry, Aztec and Chile just works so much better. I don't know. I think Jimber is a bachelor. For me, princess. Oh, okay, calm down. Anyways, onto the actual horse. I kind of forget that they're horses sometimes. Anyways, his owner is Will. I don't mind Will. He's kind of cool. But yeah, Jimber also does not show up in like any fucking episode. I swear. Okay, I swear he doesn't show up in any episode, and it was so difficult finding voice lines. Also, his voice sucks, so we just need a headcanon him for a different voice. I think that's what we need to do. Also, for his full body, I was going to I was so close to committing to having him be shirtless but have his like button up over it, and so you could see his like top surgery scars. And then I was like, oh, I could put like a fishnet because I wanted him to be like altish, and they just looked fuggo as shit. I ended up getting rid of the fishnet and just putting him in a crop top, which I think is better, but like whatever. But I think his close-up shot along with his like fun drawing, I need him so effing bad. He's literally so sexy. I don't even give a fuck about the horse piece. He's not in the show at all. He's in probably 75% of the episodes. The 75% that he's in, maybe half of them he speaks. Also, his symbol is a star, so in his gauges, I put a little star, which I think is kind of cute. Honestly, I had a different thought. Chile and Jimber. What do we think about that? That's also something that we could discuss. I feel like Jimber and Aztec are like best friends, and they both fucking hate Chile, and Chile hates them. But like, maybe there's a little tension there. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, gang? Anyways, also, if you follow me on TikTok, I go live like pretty much every day. And I couldn't resist myself, and I had to fucking show the chat this man, and everybody decided that he needed to be making out with Milo at some point. My OC, if you guys are new here. Anyways, hello ladies. But I still haven't done it. Maybe I will. Maybe. If this video gets, I don't know, 3,000 likes, I'll do it. Yeah? Do we fuck with that? Do we mess with that? Anyways, sexy as hell. I think he's white. Maybe a little mixed, I don't know. But he has like really tan skin and he has freckles all over his face. Oh my god, he is so bad. Okay, enough of the gooning. Fun fact time. Will, his owner, is dyslexic and his name is supposed to be Timber, but he misspelt it. And I feel like that's kind of poor representation of dyslexia. Bella Thorne moment. Anyways, but like, it does make me giggle. So, you know what? He's dyslexic as well because I said so. Anyways, this is the last one, but I have some stuff at the end of this. Yay!
Oh, you got brushed down same as always. Most dirt and dust comes off with a good brushing.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I know this video took so long to come out, but I hope you enjoy it as much as I did. And I really want to do more redesign videos. Me and my friend have been thinking about doing AFMAU characters. I kind of want to do My Little Pony characters. And I know how to, creepypastas. Those were like the main three. Oh, also Yandere Simulator. But I don't know how I would redesign them because like, honestly, I don't enjoy every design. I think they're really ass, but like, I think it would be fun. But anyways, I will be posting the full pictures on Instagram and Twitter. You should follow me there. And also, I have my Etsy back up again. But yeah, I think that should be it. Have a wonderful rest of your day, such night, such evening, such... And I love you, Pookie Bears. Bye-bye!